Women will soon be able to buy sanitary products without having to pay the goods and services tax. State and territory governments have agreed to axe the Tampon Tax, which has long been a political hot topic. Our political reporter Alexandra Beach joins us now from Parliament House in Canberra. Good afternoon to you, Alex. Talk us through this decision. When will these products become cheaper for women?
Well, Kirsten, it's been a long time coming, basically, and this has been a frustration for women going back to when the GST was first introduced, and it was, nearly 2 decades ago. It was placed on tampons and sanitary pads, but not on other essential items like condoms or Viagra. What the states and territory treasurers have agreed to today is that it will now be removed from women's sanitary items. Now, this isn't the first time the government has tried to do this. Back in 2015, they did try to make the same sort of a change, but back then the states wouldn't agree to it. And some of the concerns previously were around things like how much revenue the states would lose if they agreed to this, but also what kind of precedent it would set. Would you then have to carve out other items and make them exempt? Now, the Treasurer, Josh Frydenberg, today has said that the states are going to have to forego about $30 million a year in revenue as a result of this change. But he's also said that this is just common sense and they're going to have to cop it on the chin. Here's what he had to say.
Well, there's 2 stages to it. Firstly, we need to consult with the states and the territories, as well as broadly with the public, on the definition of feminine hygiene products. And we're going to look to do that as quickly as possible. Then you also need to ensure that the system and the transition is smooth. And so the 1st of January, the tax will be removed, and this will be good news for Australian women.
Alex, the Treasurers today also debated the overhaul of the GST carve-up. What are their concerns?
Well, the debate over who gets how much continues, basically. This is because the government has a plan to do a massive overhaul of the way the GST revenue is carved up. Now, they have said that previously several states have complained that they were being dudded under the previous model. The government says it's given an assurance that under its new model, no one's going to lose out, everyone will be better off. But the states have said they want that today to be ironclad, written down in the legislation. They really want that as a guarantee that they're not going to be worse off. And Labor has jumped on that. The Labor leader, Bill Shorten, has said that that's really a fair demand for them to make. But Scott Morrison, the Prime Minister, has said that, once again, no one's going to be worse off under this new model. And he said that the government's willing to stump up its own money, the federal government, to ensure that that's the case, and he's accused Bill Shorten of crab walking away from previous commitments to ensure that states like WA aren't being shortchanged.
That's our political reporter in Canberra, Alexandra Beach.